Not to brag, but so far I have been able to defeat Magnamalo 11 times, back to back consistently, while utilizing these tips and tricks. Keep in mind, I'm not a superior hunter like speedrunners are. I'm just a casual hunter who likes to watch and observe how the speedrunners play, in this case, against Magnamalo. And by doing so, I managed to compile 9 tips and tricks that I will share with you hunters, in order from the least important to the most important in my opinion. Attention please, if some of these tips are dumb, probably because those tips comes from me, not from watching speedrunners. So please hate me, not them. Before we start, here is 6 words to summarize all the tips and tricks. Deal massive damage quickly without dying. Okay, let's start. Tip number 9. Use the weapon you are most comfortable with for this hunt, and don't change it until you manage to beat Magnamalo with it. If you continue to change weapons while still trying to defeat Magnamalo, chances are you will continue to lose, because every time you change weapons, you are gonna have to react differently to Magnamalo's moves and attacks, whether to punish, block, counter, or evade. Tip number 8. Use Mud Beetle and Thunder Beetle. Mud Beetle will soften its body parts, therefore it will take more damage. And Thunder Beetle will enable non-blunt weapon to inflict KO damage onto its head, therefore KOing it. The reason I don't recommend using Fire Beetle and Snow Beetle is because Fire Beetle's location is not in line with my usual route to Magnamalo. Getting it will waste more time. And about Snow Beetle, an Ice Blight will mess up Magnamalo's timing, making it harder to counter or evade its attacks, at least for me. Oh yeah, if you are wondering where to find things that I mentioned in these tips, don't worry. I'll show you at the end of this video along with my Magnamalo hunting routine. So please stick around. Tip number 7. Always try to use the purple Blastblight to damage Magnamalo. If you get hit by some of Magnamalo's moves, you will get a purple Blastblight. To get rid of it, you can roll 3 times or use a deodorant. Or, what I like to do is to use wirebuck with your weapon sheath. That way, you will leave a purple flame on the field for Magnamalo to hit. If it hits the purple flame, Magnamalo will always take 50 damage. And if this is the first time during the hunt Magnamalo hit the flame, it will 100% get knocked down. Therefore, more chance to attack for us. Tip number 6. Use Blastoad. It inflicts 140 damage and will 100% knock Magnamalo down for us to damage it further. Tip number 5. Go inside the camp at the start of the quest. In there, you should grab the pitfall trap and deodorants to use later. Deodorants for getting rid of purple blight and pitfall trap to trap Magnamalo. Tip number 4. Hit the purple flaming parts. If you manage to inflict enough damage to these parts, you will get a knockdown. Therefore, more chance to attack. Tip number 3. Get the permabuffers or spiribirds so you don't get one-shotted. What you need to get is the health, defense, and attack spiribirds. Attack spiribirds will help you kill Magnamalo faster, and believe me, killing it fast is required. Health and defense spiribirds will keep you from getting one-shotted, except maybe Magnamalo's super move will still one-shot you. Tip number 2. Get help from Rathian and Mizutsune, and get stinkmink and wailnard. You can Wyvern ride them almost consistently by using stinkmink and wailnard. I recommend using stinkmink on Rathian and wailnard on Mizutsune. You will know why when I show you my Magnamalo Hunting Routine. After activating the stinkmink to lure Rathian to Magnamalo, just go near Rathian's head until white smoke comes out of it. Then go to Magnamalo while she is following you. But of course, you can skip the stinkmink if you can mount her directly with your weapon. In that case, ride her straight to Magnamalo and attack. When using a wailnard to call Mizutsune, you must make sure that Mizutsune is closer to Magnamalo when compared with Rathian to Magnamalo. Otherwise, we can accidentally call Rathian to fight Magnamalo again, and it will not work since we already used Wyvern Ride on her. Sometimes, when Mizutsune fights Magnamalo, Magnamalo usually loses, because it already fought Rathian first and will be in mountable state. If this is the case, I recommend you to bump Magnamalo into Mizutsune, because our goal here is to beat the hell out of Magnamalo with the other two monsters. You can bump Magnamalo to Mizutsune right away, or you can do it to the wall first for a couple of times for extra damage, and then finish to Mizutsune. After that, destroy Magnamalo using Mizutsune. There is a slightly different and faster way to beat up Magnamalo with Rathian and Mizutsune according to speedrunners I watched. I will explain it quickly. First, mount Rathian right where she stands, then attack Magnamalo. After Magnamalo is defeated, bump her to Magnamalo. Then take the tiger and greet the fox. Bump the tiger twice or thrice depending on your wirebox count to the wall. And lastly, to the fox. Now, ride the fox to beat up tiger. You might notice that the clip I just showed you is very different from what I said. That is because it is hard to do all that consistently. Sometimes Rathian give you a hard time, sometimes Mizutsune, and sometimes Magnamalo itself. At least for me, because if you haven't realized, I am a noob. Tip number 1. The most important tip is to learn Magnamalo's moves as much as you can and how to exploit it, because I think you can defeat Magnamalo easily without any other tricks if you know all of its moves and how to counter or exploit it. I can tell you about some of its moves. This move means it's gonna swipe its arm across. When enraged, this move gains a significant hitbox. If Magnamalo takes a few steps like this, it usually means either this move is coming or this one. If it growls like this, either this smaller move is coming or this big one when enraged. But it can still do the smaller one while enraged. If Magnamalo lifts its body up like this, be careful, it will combo you with this move. Better use wire bug before you touch the ground. If Magnamalo generates purple dusts like this, you can avoid it by either go really close to Magnamalo or stay quite far away from the dust. If Magnamalo poses like this, generally it's good. Just walk left or right a bit, and after it launches its tail, you can attack for some time. If Magnamalo spins its tail like this, be careful, it's going to shoot purple flame towards you. The damage is huge, so run left or right to dodge it. If it does a backflip, get ready. It is going for its super combo move. The easy way to dodge all of it is to sheath your weapon when it does the flip. Then run left and slide your vision or camera a bit towards him like this. And continue running left until it dives down and misses. That is if you have room to run. If not, this will happen. So, what you should do if you don't have room to run left continuously is: first, still, run left. After that, do the Superman dive like this. Or, you can do Superman dive twice, like this. You might be wondering, why left? Well, this is what always happens to me when I run to the right. If Magnamalo targets another hunter or companion and you are in its way, doesn't matter if you run left or not, you'll die. That's why I think it's harder to fight Magnamalo in groups, because everyone could be its target, and you could be in its way. But it's fun though. It feels like I can hear everyone screaming even though I'm not in the same room with them. Another two things you should know about Magnamalo's moves. First, sometimes you will get a flinch, but you won't notice it, because Magnamalo can cover its flinch with a counter attack, like this. Second thing is, after a knockdown, when it gets back up, it goes straight to an attack to punish you if you are still in an ongoing combo. That's all the moves I can show you for now. If you want more, please subscribe. Once the full game is out, I will make a complete video about each monster's moves, including Magnamalo. Alright, that's the tips. Now, on to my Magnamalo hunting routine. First, I go straight to camp to collect items, especially the pitfall trap and deodorant. Then, I go this way to collect a stinkmink and the first attack spiribird. After that, I continue this way to collect a defense spiribird, attack spiribird, another defense spiribird, and while eating my steak, I collect another attack spiribird. The 2 stamina spiribirds I just collected don't matter that much. Then, I climb up this vine to get a health spiribird. A wailnard, defense spiribird, and get both the attack and health spiribird while activating the stinkmink. I grab a wire bug before I lure Rathian with the effect of stinkmink. While on my way to Magnamalo, I get another health spiribird and temporary attack buff from Butterflame, which is optional in my opinion if you are just trying to win casually. After that, let them fight. At this point, you have to choose, either to finish with Mounted Punisher and later use the Wailnard for Mizutsune, or to bump Rathian to Magnamalo and ride it straight to Mizutsune. The first option means that Magnamalo will get more damage from both Mounted Punisher and your damage while it's down. But later, you have to gamble when it comes to calling Mizutsune with Wailnard to fight Magnamalo. The second option is more consistent to make sure both Rathian and Mizutsune have a chance to beat up Magnamalo, but you will only get one downtime from Magnamalo, which is not that big of a deal in my opinion. Congratulations! Now you have reached the last round. Bonus tips. Bonus tip number 1. Use headphones for this quest, because the background music is amazing in my opinion. Honestly, it's okay for me to lose all day to Magnamalo because the music is so cool. It gives me Ghost of Tsushima's vibe. Bonus tip number 2. Your Palamute can be inflicted by the purple Blastblight too, and at this state you cannot ride them. You must use deodorant on your Palamute to be able to ride them again, or just let it explode first, if you have the heart of course. Bonus tip number 3. In the rare situation where Magnamalo spawns on area 6 with Mizutsune, you can take this route and get Fire Beetle for some extra damage. Keep in mind that when you reach area 6 with Magnamalo and Mizutsune together, they will instantly fight when they notice you. After you beat Magnamalo, bump Mizutsune to Magnamalo and go to Rathian. Okay, that's all the tips I can give you for now. I really hope it helps. If it does help you, please leave a like on this video and subscribe. It will help me grow this channel, and moreover, it will make me really happy. With that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.